Well, it's getting a little dicey out there right now. Andrew Bailey's going to have to really buckle down and deliver his good stuff.
You know, he's trying desperately to get out of this inning with that 2-run lead intact, but a couple are on base here.
Well, he has the right look in his eyes, Gary, right now. He looks prepared. Let's see how he handles this situation.
Here's the pitch. That one's to the short. Rodriguez scores. Bad throw. There's the throw. You're out. Out at third as they tag him. And taking a look out there in the bullpen, their closer's getting ready to go. Finish off time.
Well, it's sent.
Leadoff hitter Carl Crawford. Well, Marlins coming in off a loss. They really want to prevent that sweep. 0-2, third game of the series now against the Red Sox. Cishak will come in and pitch as the Marlins bring in their reliever.
This is where the manager earns his money. Let's see if this move pays off.
This one's grounded near third, foul. Look back at that last game for a moment. Looked like they might stage a comeback.
Yeah, they had a little rally going right there at the end, but they just fell short.
Fastball is a waste pitch that time, 1-2.
Well, with a couple strikes out of Gary, I'm going to go right at him with a slider now. He struggled with that pitch.
There's a swing and a ground ball. Davis picks it. And he's out at first. Good hustle by the pitcher getting off the mound.
That's a good heads-up play. You know, you have to know the hitter and his speed. Don't hesitate. Get over and beat him to the bag.
And it's Jacoby Ellsbury now. Struck out swinging last time. He'll start the ninth. Swing and a miss. Good pitch from Bailey.
You know, typically he comes back with an 0-1 fastball. As a hitter, you've got to sit on that pitch and look to drive it.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And his throw is in time. First out of the inning.
Went out here in the ninth inning, and obviously in a situation where you're looking for outs, and you can't allow somebody to score, but if you can get an out, do what you need to get it.
Blake up now. So, John, what's he got in store for these Miami hitters in this one?
There's so many pitchers come in the game. They're afraid to throw their fastball unless they're throwing it at 98 to 100 miles an hour. Well, Heath Bell is not that type. He is going to challenge you with fastballs, and it's an average to above average fastball, but nothing overexciting. But he does challenge you with it, plus his location with it.
French at the plate. Oh, it looks like we've got an injury here. He's going to have to leave the ball game.
Got to take a look at the new runner in the game right now.
Oh, he takes off for second. And he swings and hits this one foul. Steve, this is a guy in the case of a batter who we're really not sure. He's running, heading for second. He's up with it. The second for 1. And 2. They pull out the double play.
Well, with a great one here today, Gary, that's all.
And now, what you say? And Steve, that ought to send these folks home.
Now, this situation a little precarious for Brandon Morrow out there on the mound. He has good stuff, though.
And he really needs to find a way to get his team out of this one. He's faced with 2 on and nobody out.
Well, he'll be all right. He just has to think about limiting the damage. Don't give up a lot of runs. If they score, make it only 1.
Here's a swing and a line drive. And there's one. More MLB coming your way this Wednesday. It's going to be Ryan Braun and the Milwaukee Brewers. They head into Great American Ballpark to take on the Reds. Game gets underway 7 o'clock Eastern. And Blake's batting. It's the Miami Marlins coming off a win and like to bring out the brooms here tonight, hoping to sweep 3-0 against the Blue Jays.
Well, and this is not over by any stretch of the imagination for this team, as we're not.
Line shot into center field. And that gets down, and his Torres will score. And Taylor's going to go.
Well, anytime you're sitting on the bench, it's hard to tell what a pitcher's really throwing unless you get in that batter's box. You come off the bench very cold like he was and delivers. That is huge.
French at the plate. And Steve, the offense continues to produce. They keep building on it.
Look, you can't always get on the board early, and sometimes you have to play from behind. But when you do get an early lead and the offense is starting to get things going, it just feels like a positive day.
2 away, and they'll hold him at first base.
Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here where the Miami Marlins sit right now. 1st in home runs, 4th in runs, and they find themselves in the top 10 in stolen bases, showing that speed, a major part of their ability to make.
Oh, Taylor, here we go. Up the middle. Mercy, that is right at the pitcher. You got to hope he's all right. Oh, and they take off trying to get extra bases. Uh-oh, here we go. Taylor trying for third, and the entertainment continues. They pick up a couple of runs on 2 hits. They strand. Boy, it is a wonderful. Miami weather here at the home. Let's take a look here and see what his approach is against these hitters on the first pitch.
Talk about the importance of first pitch strikes. Well, this shows you here he's retired 6 hitters in this game after he's throwing a first pitch strike.
Here's a spin and a throw back to second, and he dives back safely. Now Rodriguez positions himself. Line drive. But he'll hang on to that, so they will get 1. Over to second, not in time. He'll be safe. They'll get just 1.
Well, that's a big first out of this inning. Now let's see if he can come back and get out of this thing unscathed.
And it's Arancibia coming up.
He's a guy struggling right now for his team. Just 10 for his last 52 at-bats.
And it was in the start of June that he slid into this slump.
Davis there, but not in time. They won't get 2.
2 outs now. Those runners are still standing on base. Let's see if he can find his way out of this with the lead intact.
And in the batter's box, it's Morrow. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. Oswalt with the delivery. Change-up got him, and the side is retired. And Roy Oswalt on his way off. Anthony settling in. 0 for 1 thus far. Morrow gets set and delivers. Contact. That one high in the air, but that's going to be foul down the right side. Oh, and there goes Rodriguez. Shows bunt, didn't offer. It's a strike anyway. 0-1. We'll take a quick look here at how he's been mixing up his placement of pitches.
Pretty impressive stuff, the way he's been pounding this strike zone. It's an indication of the performance we're seeing from him. You don't have success without good use of mixing locations.
You know, John, I agree. I think that he's kept hitters off balance. Every once in a while, I don't like the pitch selection, but he's executed that pitch even when it was the wrong one.
Escobar swings and misses, and the count is even. Escobar makes contact, fouls it away. Gets away from him. Oh, big mistake. He's going for third. There's the throw. No play at third base. He gets in there with time to spare. Fouled off. Oswalt with the delivery. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
The pitcher right there got lucky that ball stayed down in the zone. If that's up just a little bit higher, that ball could have been a souvenir.
The 3-2 pitch. Escobar looking. Strike three called.
Well, the hitter must have been thinking they were going to come inside there. Instead, they go away with the fastball. They tricked them.
One away, and here is Brett Laurie.
He's been putting on a clinic for the batter's box lately, going 8 for his last 21 at bats. Seemingly on base every single time he goes to the plate, making such a big difference for his team, giving them chances to score runs.
And the first pitch, there's a swing, and that one's hit on the ground. That's two gone. Our State Farm leaderboard, teams who have great control, not walking people. Number 1, the Phillies. The Brewers second. Third spot, Giants. Fourth spot, held by the Marlins. And fifth best, it's the Dodgers.
As you can see, they don't like to walk anybody. They like to make the other team try to beat them rather than beating themselves. Throw the ball over the plate and dare them to put it in play.
Missed badly with a change there, 1-1. Now, to be effective, you've got to mix your pitch types and speed. Here's what a shot up the middle, and in there, the Blue Jays with a run. Good pitch down low, Steve, but a better at bat.
Well, he did a real nice job going down in his swing to get that low ball to be able to pick up the hit.
Bellerin in the box now. Looking at a lot of determination right now. They are closing in. These are crucial at bats. He waited on that first pitch. Oh, Thames, here we go. Strike one. And his throw, he is out. Great throw. They pick up a run on one hit, nobody left. It is get back time for the Blue Jays. Now they've got to shut down the opposition. Leadoff hitter, Elvis Andrus.
Clearly getting things done at the plate. 5 hits in his last 10. They just can't seem to find a way in this series to figure out how to get him out. He keeps swinging the bat and keeps picking up base hits.
As he retreats back for it and gets the out.
This ball looked good coming off the bat. I thought it would carry a little bit further, but the right fielder able to keep a beat on it, roam back and put it away.
And we've got his Turris batting. He doubled and scored in his last trip to the plate. He's going to try and test him here. Here's Ike Davis stepping in. All-Star break looming large now. We take a look at the Eastern Division race courtesy of State Farm. In first place, it's the Phillies. Second place, the Braves. Marlins third. Fourth place, the Mets. He's running, heading for second. Ground ball towards second. Too late, and he is safe at second. Throw is there, and he is out.
You want to make sure you at least get an out in this situation, but the runner is able to advance now in the scoring position.
It's going to be Taylor. Had an RBI single his last time to the plate. All four. You have 2 outs here in the inning, only need 1 more. The last thing you want is a big 2-out hit. They're not going to chance it with this guy.
Yeah, but I don't understand this. You've already got 2 outs in the inning, and this guy isn't one of the better hitters in the game. Go at him, challenge him, show some.
French at the plate. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Goes foul. Swing and a liner to right center. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. And as Turris scores, and they're behind in this ball game, and by the looks of things, they got a starter out there who's tiring.
There's no question about it. I think they have to strongly consider making a move here as we see him before our eyes running out of gas.
Leave a pitch over the center of the plate like that, you're going to pay for it.
No doubt about it. Big leaguers take advantage of those kinds of mistakes.
It's Emos at the plate. And they've not... Oh, he's trying to steal second. And he is out trying to take second. So they score. Bellerin at the plate. They are keeping the pressure on here. This offense knows it's got a chance to get back into this game. First pitch is a splitter for a called strike.
Standing late sinking movement on this splitter.
Cishak is called up. He'll be pitching. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins. And he lays one down here. He's up with it. Over to second for 1. Back to first, not in time. Not quick enough on the relay.
Really nice job bunting right there, Gary. He starts with the bat at the top of the strike zone and bends his knees to get the ball at the bottom of the strike zone. That's exactly how you do it. He's been trying to get back on track, but only 8 hits in his last 40 at-bats.
Ready with a 1-0. Swings and grounds this one to the right side. Foul. Swing and a miss on the ball, tailing down 1-2.
Well, a lot of times movement will fool a hitter, but it looked like right here the velocity on that pitch was what caused him to swing and miss and be late.
Adam Lind isn't fooled by that pitch. The count is evened up. The pitch swung on line to right center field, and it gets through as Lind drives in that run. He's going for it, going to try and beat him home. And another run scores. And he'll stop at second base. That'll be a 2-run double. So look now at the win expectancy graph and what those 2 RBIs have done for their chances. And in the batter's box, it's Morrow. And he's batting with 1 out here.
And you have to figure he's probably going to be swinging away in this.
Drops down a bunt. And Rodriguez picks it up. On to first, 2 away. Here's a replay on that out at first.
Well, let's take a look at it. Bang, bang, play at first. The umpire get it right? Yes, he did.
And you expected otherwise.
Not me.
Swung on, hit in the air to right center. And that should be a single. And here's Lind heading home. And he's in there. Boy, the continuation here of this offense is called big-time momentum. A productive hit. Checking the WPA graph, let's measure what the RBI means. And it's Yunel Escobar now. Steve, you get that feeling right now this offense is not going to be stopped. They've got themselves a lead late. Last time, picked up a single. Tomorrow.
No, it's time for this pitcher to make an adjustment. A 4-seam fastball is really getting him burned today. And this I got a hit last time up against it.
And that single he had last time.
And he's running on the move for third. And Encarnacion in position. 2 down.
Well, he gets the man over to third base, but with 2 outs now, it doesn't help much, but at least 90 feet closer to scoring.
Zambrano. Has a turn in the box.
Well, it's always nice to have a defensive replacement coming off the bench and holding a lead or holding a deficit and giving yourself a chance to win. Now he needs to come up with...
The runner's heading home. And again, turns back. And he is out at the plate. I don't know if the batter missed a sign. Brett Laurie leading it off. It's going to be Micah Owings on the mound as the Marlins bring. And I have a feeling he's taking a real good look at the fact the bases are loaded.
Well, base hit here will give him a much-needed insurance run.
Well, they are losing. There's a ground ball. And Andrus is able to make the play. Throws on to first in time to retire the side. So they pick up 1 hit in the inning. It's going to be Owens. And you know, any great pitching coach will emphasize the importance of mixing up your pitch types. Let's see how this guy's been doing in that regard.
Well, the one thing I think compared to what we normally see from him is today he's really relying on that slider.
You know, he seems to be ignoring his curveball today, too, guys. And I don't get it. I mean, maybe he doesn't have the feel for it, but he needs to show.
He homered earlier in the ballgame.
It's nice to have a bat like this in the lineup because as you're going through the game, you know you've got a chance to score runs every time he comes to the plate. Hits it out of the ballpark. He's driving the ball. He's doing a little.
Oh, there goes Asturis towards center field. And he drops back to the warning track to pull it in. And they've got the lead in this ball game, and now they'll get 2 right-handers up in the pen.
Well, I want to see if they can protect this lead, Gary. You don't ask your bullpen to win the game, but they have to hold the lead.
For those of you just joining in, I'm Gary Thorne along with John Kruk and Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball here on 2K Sports. And it's Jansen batting. And doing the pitching, it'll be Randy Choate. He's brought in to take over for the Marlins. They're trailing in this ball game right now, but they want to keep the options open. 2 right-handers warming up.
Well, they have to bring somebody in who's not just coming in to get work, but let the guy come in and shut the door and try to give the offense a chance to come back.
Waves at a fastball on that 1-1 pitch. Strike 2. Now here's a slow roller to third. And it's Asturis picks it up. And his throw is in time for out number 1. On tap for the Marlins. They wrap up the series with Toronto today. They face another competitive team at home, the St. Louis Cardinals. That'll be Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Then the division rival Philadelphia Phillies, team they beat in the previous series between the two. So a lot of home games on the way. The fans will have a chance to see their guys many times over the next couple of weeks. Ends up foul. Slider swung out and missed. 2 down.
Well, he helped him right there with 2 strikes. He gets the slider, but he chases it out of the zone for strike 3.
And it's Yunel Escobar now. Only 1 career at bat. That's a 1 off choke. That one's going to be outside. Ball 1.
A great movement on that 2-seam fastball, trying to start it on the corner, running it off the plate. The hitter just laid off.
Holds up, but it's a called strike. Evens the count at 1. Hit sharply towards the hole. And they'll record the out at first base. Good timing on that play.
They might not have been able to get him out of the...
It's going to be Taylor. He'll start things off. Bottom half, 8th inning. He singled in his last at bat. And starts him out here. This one's grounded foul, wide of first. Here's the pitch. Drops down a bunt. Picked up by Gonzalez. Safe at first. He just made it. Brought to you by State Farm. A look at the pitching staffs responsible for sending the most hitters back with a K this month. Blue Jays #1. The Red Sox in second.
Well, these staffs can really throw the heat.
There he goes for second. And he squares around, gets down the bunt. In time for the out.
Well, if you're going to sacrifice a runner from first base, this is how you do it. You bunt it to the first baseman because he's holding the runner on. He can't give up his position. Well-executed bunt.
Anthony gets a shot here. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. And that one gets popped way up behind the plate. Headed for the middle. Oh, man, was that close. That was right back at him. Somehow he got out of the way. And it's tied up. The tying run crosses the plate. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy.
0-1 mistake right here. He throws it over the heart of the plate, and he pays for it.
And it's Buck batting. Steve, this lineup, wow, hot shot towards the hole.
Well, that's 3 consecutive hits he's given up. He can't be out of gas yet. He just has to bear down and get somebody out. They don't want to go to the bullpen this early in the game.
Choate at the plate. Boy, pitcher needs to get an out here. If you don't, you're going to have the potential for a very big inning offensively. Here's your big-time opportunity to put something up on the board. And the double steal is on. And they're still going after him. They pick up 1 on 3 hits, strand a man. And it'll be the Blue Jays coming.
And guys, getting interesting. Brett Laurie up at the plate, itching to come up big for a hit for his teammates.
Well, we're in the top half of the last inning. This ball game tied up, so the potential go-ahead is up there.
Now, this is what you're playing for. You can throw all the scouting reports, everything out the door. It's 1 against 1. Who can win it?
Good patience right there. Brett Laurie lets it go by. That's a ball. Evens the count. And Laurie swatted that one. This is a one-hopper off the wall. Laurie heads for third.
Well, this is a great way to start this inning. No one out, leads off with a big triple, 90 feet away from scoring a run. Now, anything will scoring. A ground out, a wild pitch, a pass ball, just about any way to score, he is going to get it done.
Swung on, liner to right. It gets down, and that's going to drive in Laurie. Throw will pull him off the bag. He is safe at first. So now the WPA graph will show us how much of a difference that run batted in means that their chances of victory. It's Kelly Johnson. Ground ball to Davis. Got 1 and 2. They pull off the double play. Here's Cooper to the plate. He's looking to make it a perfect 5 for 5 here. It's fouled away. Bobby Jenks, the strike 2 pitch, and Jenks now in charge.
Well, for a ball that had that type of movement on it, that slider had surprising velocity, and the hitter just couldn't catch up. He swung late.
And this is bounced foul to the left side. And he fouls off another one.
Well, you can tell right there that the batter is in protection mode. Anything close, he's just trying to put it in play. The fact that he fouled it off will keep this at-bat going.
So they pick up a run on 2 hits and leave no one on. The Blue Jays gaining the upper hand here. It's going to be Jenks. It's an important job leading off that home half here in the ninth. This crowd is restless and ready for that game-winning run. Kuroda at the plate. He's going to come on as he bounced out his last time. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that'll retire Andrus. 2 retired here.
Now we're counting down right here. They've got 1 out left in this game. And I think offensively, you're hoping for that long.
Towards the middle. Picked up by Escobar. And on to first for out number 3. And that's going to do it. So the honors ready to be. And they come into hostile territory, Steve. Gathright at the plate. Well, the Cardinals with a loss last night, so we'll see if they can. There he goes, headed for third. And he is out at third. What a throw. Marcus Timms coming to the plate. He'll be the pinch hitter.
With the bases empty, there's nobody to drive in. He has to get on base and hope the guys behind him in the lineup can come up big as well.
Well, Wainwright goes ahead 0-2 for the big fella. Well, that last game taking a turn, bottom of the 11th.
And you hate losing games, but losing by a walk-off in the 11th inning, that's a tough one.
Well, it's truly been a tremendous day on the mound for this man. Here's a breakdown of how he's been mixing up his locations, using that to his advantage.
Well, how can you complain about what this guy has done today? I mean, most of the game he's been locked in.
And Buck's going to run. Line drive. And it's through. That's a base hit for Andrews. Great opportunity for Miami.
I tried to go down with that 0-1 pitch.
Friedberg is going to come into the ball game now and run. No one out yet. Runners at first and second. The pitch from Wainwright. Swung on and popped way up high. Freeze. And that'll sit down as Torres. One away. And a look at next Sunday. It's a home game in Seattle for the Mariners at Safeco Field. They'll be hosting the Boston Red Sox. You can watch all the action starting at 4 o'clock Eastern. Davis. Oh, and there they go. Oh, and they get that one on the out. Couldn't get the double part of it.
Oh, great job to get him out right there. They put the steal on trying to get second base, but the defense did its job.
And Molina's calling for the pitch. Cuts on that off-speed pitch, but can't connect. 0-1.
Boy, he's got a great 12-6 curveball. This is a swing and miss pitch.
Steve, let's take a look at what we've got from the pitcher.
How's this righty doing it? Well, he's getting a lot of ground ball outs, and it's because they just cannot seem to stay behind the ball. They keep hitting the top of the ball.
Smash towards the hole. There's Keppinger on the play. One down.
A masterful performance out there today. They've not been able to get any sort of offense going, and I'll tell you what, he's going to make people notice this is an...
And it's fouled off. Well, Wainwright goes ahead 0-2 for the big fella.
Well, holding them scoreless so far in this one and only allowed 4 hits, Gary, and I think a real credit to what he's been able to do. Outstanding work between the pitcher and catcher. Just a great plan of attack.
It's one. Wainwright at the plate. He's going to start the 9th inning. It's going to be Micah Owings on the mound. He's been chosen to take over out there. Oh, he loses control of that one, and that got him. And we are going to see the warning go to the benches now. Enough of this. They do not want this to get out of hand.
Now, you know, umpires have the ability to eject a player if they think a pitch is thrown at someone intentionally. And a warning being issued right here, but the next guy may not get off with a warning.
And Jay stands in to hit. Had a double his last time up. Good patience as John Jay lets that one go by for a ball, even in the count.
Well, that's the pitch you want for the ground ball out. That two-seam fastball at the bottom of the strike zone. Just couldn't quite catch the plate. Good eye by the hitter.
Andrus. That's one down. And here is Carlos Beltran. He's hit 304 lifetime against the Marlins. Hit up the middle. But he stays with it, gets the out. That's how you do it.
I thought they had a shot at a double play right there, but at least they got one out. But now a runner in scoring position at second base. Now Lance
hit in the air to center field. That's a base hit. Berkman now on board. He's around third, heading for the plate. Throw is low in the dirt, and he is in. He scores. Take the risk, and sometimes it pays off, and it does there.
Well, I tell you what, it's a risk. There's no question about it. He got in safely, but I have to consider whether it's a risk worth. Fans going home unhappy in this one. Their offense just did not get it done as the opposing pitch.
We'll take a look at our player of the game. It was a shutout. They mustered only a couple of runs. French at the plate. Well, Marlins coming in off a loss. That was a rare loss after a stretch of 6 W's in a row. And the first pitch. Swings at that fastball and misses. 0-1. Looking at that outing, they were taken to the cleaners.
Well, the cleaners, then they got dried up too. 8-run loss.
Pulls it back 1-1. Venters kicks and throws. Line down the right field line, but a foul ball. The 1-2 pitch. And he fouls another one off.
Well, a great piece of hitting right there to stay alive in this at-bat. A tough pitch. He fouls it off. Now he's hoping that the pitcher will make a mistake so he can drive one.
Well, he finished that one off with a strikeout. Nice pitch.
Both managers sitting on the edge of the bench right now, understanding this is a critical point in this game.
He homered earlier in the ballgame. Well, working on the 0-1 count now.
Well, just an impossible pitch to do anything.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Up with it. Throws to first, side is retired. So they can't push. Sights and sounds of Turner Field at night. And the weather providing a great backdrop. Tim's coming to the plate. He's going to come on as a pinch hitter.
Well, now hitting for the pitcher in this situation, he just has to try to get on.
And Buck's going to run. Ross setting up. Hit up the middle. Here are some teams that have really been seeing the ball well. The highest batting averages for the last 10 games, courtesy of State Farm. Number 1, the Brewers. Second, the Rockies. Marlins third. Fourth, the Giants. And fifth best, ground ball, Andrus. And he scoops it up. The second, there's one. And to Freeman, but not in time. They can't turn 2.
Well, they needed that one. That's the first out. They need to try to limit the damage in this inning and hold on to that lead.
And we've got Asturis batting. Took a called third strike in his last time up. Smacked that one. He got it right up the middle. And there's one. Here's a very close play. Just a split second on this one.
Well, it became a race, ball against man, and the base runner beat it.
Shortstops have tough arms. That one a little short. Davis into the batter's box. You got to credit this lineup at an important part of the ball game. They've come back to tie this thing up. What a time to do it. Oh, there goes Asturis. Ball hit very well, soaring into deep center field. Gone, a 2-run homer. Perfect time for a 2-run homer. That's what they wanted to get the advantage. They're losing here, but they're not going to be losing for left-handers. They've got 2 of them firing in the pen right now.
What they could really use, though, is some bats and get the offense going a little bit to try to get back in this game. Big inning for the Marlins right here. They needed this. They got it, and now they're going to see if they can't tack on some more runs.
And another. Wow, that hitting coach is smiling. And Blake's going to try to stretch it.
Well, the National League has some real tough teams, guys. Here where the Miami Marlins sit right now. Second in home runs, third in runs. And they also show up in the top 5 in triples, which really proves that this is a team that can hit the ball in the gap, and they can run. They hustle. They have aggressiveness. And you love the way the third base coach waves them around, bringing them into third base.
Grimmage is up now. We'll try it again here. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Swings and misses the slider. 0-1.
Well, you talk about a guy that doesn't get cheated in the batters.
He's running towards second. Swung on, lined over the first baseman's head. And another hit back-to-back.
Clearly, he's starting to wear down out there. 3 straight hits against him. He doesn't have the velocity or the bite on his pitches that he had earlier in the game.
French up now.
Well, going to the bullpen right here. That's his chess move. Let's see if it's checkmate.
Struck out swinging last time. Wearing the collar thus far. This one's bounced up the middle. Freeman fields it. And that is not in time. He's aboard at first. Oh, and a wild throw. And the run comes in. It's Emos at the plate. He homered back in inning number 2. 2 men on and 2 men out. And the first pitch. And Gonzalez gets him swinging for the first strike.
Well, he clearly fooled him right there. He had him thinking fastball, and he pulled the string on it, got him to swing right through it.
He did. Oh, he's going to try to steal third. Hot shot towards the hole. And he's in there. Boy, this lineup, you just see opportunities here, and this offensive lineup knows what to do with them.
Oh, that big hit right there. He only needs a triple to complete the cycle. But, hey, that's the toughest one to get. Let's see if he can do it.
And it's Buck batting. Steve, we've seen them continue to charge it up at the plate, and it doesn't look like they're going to be stopped.
Well, they're taking advantage of add-on time, and the opportunities are there. They're cashing in, adding on to this lead.
You hope the pitcher's a little frustrated right here. Maybe makes a mistake in a bad pitch, and you add to it. Hit sharply towards the hole. And he scores. So the rally here energized. Every new opportunity they take advantage of.
Well, they need a big out right here, Gary. I mean, they're giving up some runs in this inning. They need to get outs right now, just again to show that they can get them.
Thames at the plate. Well, this offense is having one of those days. Wow, are they putting some numbers up?
Well, as you can see, they're just pouring it on right now. They got out to an early lead, and the hits keep on coming, and so do the runs.
The pitch. Curveball. Thought he had him, but it's 1-2. And you do get feelings in these games, and the feeling right here is this thing is out of reach.
Well, we have to credit the hitters, certainly, but I think you have to put some blame on the pitching. They just did not get it done today. Let's see if they can put an end to this rally.
And mercy, what an offensive game. And mercifully for this defense to bring. And we've got Sutton now coming up. And we've got Randall Delgado out on the mound as the Marlins bring in their reliever. Here's the pitch. Takes a swing at that fastball. Can't connect. 0-1.
Look, Gary, with this big a lead here in the 7th inning, it's incumbent upon the pitcher to throw strikes. Get outs right now.
Swing and a foul off to the right side. Tried to get him to chase that curve. It's 1-2.
Gary, if I'm the pitcher in this situation, I'm going with slider. He's struggles with it, and it's one of my better out pitches.
Swing and a soft grounder towards second. Emus. Throw one to first in time, one away. The staff's issuing the fewest free passes. Brought to you by State Farm. The Phillies, #1. The Giants, second. In third, the Brewers. Fourth spot, held by the Marlins. And #5, the Braves rounded out.
Well, you better be swinging today. And, as a hitter, you like facing guys like this who don't walk a lot of hitters because you know they're going to be around the plate. They're going to give you a chance to swing the bat. Thing is, these two pitching staffs, they're not just going to throw it down the middle. They hit corners. They just don't walk anyone. So they're going to be ahead in counts. You got to be aggressive against pitchers like this and swing early in the count.
Rung him up. Strike 3. Count that one as a K.
Let's see this curve again. Well, they made that one look easy, huh? I mean, look at 3 pitches and a strikeout.
Here's Michael Bourne batting with 2 down. Look at these matchup numbers. He's hit .245 off the Marlins. Here's the first pitch. Swings at that breaking ball, but misses. It's 0-1.
Well, it's getting late right now. 2 outs here in the 7th inning, and they're down by a bunch of runs. They need to start to get something going right here, Gary.
Liner towards the hole, and that ends the half inning as Davis makes the play. And if you are just tuning in, hi, Gary Thorne along with John Kruk, Steve Phillips. We bring you Major League Baseball on 2K Sports. Swung on a fly ball down the left field line. And it's through. That's a base hit for Andrews.
Look, guys, stats are important. Players care about that. Let's look at Elvis Andrews and how he ranks in the league. 8th in triples, 11th in stolen bases. And as you can tell, he's willing to take the walk. Ranked among the top 15 hitters in taking the base on balls, showing real patience at the plate that makes him a quality hitter.
And we've got his tourist batting. Bounced into a fielder's choices last time. And here's the first. Oh, he's going to try to steal third. Straight away left. And his tourist picks himself up a single. Fantastic chance here.
That's a good slider right there. That's a good piece of hitting. Staying with that breaking ball, waiting to read the break over the plate, putting a good swing on it.
Davis into the batter's box. He homered earlier in the ball game. Davis making contact, but he'll foul that one away. He delivers. Good hard slider, swung on and missed. 0-2.
Well, the hitter's dug himself a pretty deep hole right here. Let's see if he can battle himself.
Oh, there goes Asturis. Line towards third and foul. Here's the pitch. Ground ball by Davis. And he'll try to make the play. That's one out. And a double play. They got a both. And they score him. Here's a look, 4-6-3 on the double play.
That's the way they teach you, whether you're at second base or shortstop. One fluid motion, get it out of the glove and get rid of it.
And Blake's batting. So the direction here, Steve, for this lineup, just stay in charge. Right now they are.
Well, as you can see, they're just pouring it on right now. They got out to an early lead, and the hits keep on coming, and so do the runs.
This is swung on, lifted to deep right field. And that'll do it. Hayward puts it away. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. And Freeman will come to the plate. He's going to lead off the home half of the 8th. On the way. Line drive left of the bag and foul. Called strike below the waist, and he's in the hole now, 0-2.
Well, it's getting late right now. They're down a bunch, so they need a big inning here. They can't wait till the 9th to try to come all the way back. They need to try to do something now.
Big swing and a miss on a heater. Strike him out, 1 down.
But when you're getting guys out with 3 pitches, you know you're dominating.
That's a time when you know you are definitely in the zone, and he was on that at bat. 1 away. Here's Dan Uggla. Caught looking last time. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball misses badly that time. 1-0.
Gary, with one out right here, they still have time in this inning to try to generate some runs. They need to score.
Back up the middle, and he gets that one down. His second hit, 2 for 4 today. That'll bring up Jason Hayward.
Well, for Dan Uggla, the bat, a big part of his game. Let's take a look at his stats over the last month. First in home runs, third in walks, and you also like the fact that he's delivering some RBIs, ranked in the top 5 in the league in RBIs, getting the job done, driving in runs, being a major run producer for his team, and one of the major run producers in the league.
Here's the delivery. Not letting up on that swing, but he missed it. 0-2 now. Swing and a line drive. And it gets down. That's hit number 2, making good contact. Throw in the dirt, and he is in there. Atlanta, what a shot they've got here. That's a really good pitch, Steve, and an 0-2 offering to keep that down and in.
That's a perfect pitcher's pitch. At this point, you've got to tip your hat to the batter. That's a solid job.
And that misses for a ball.
A pitch like that just locks the hitter up when it's in on the hands.
And taken outside by Jones for a ball. Now the 2-1. There's a swing and a liner towards first. Davis gets one. And he's going to hang on to it. No relay, so they will not get the double play. Take a look at the teams who are leading the way in the home run department, courtesy of State Farm. The Reds, number 1. Ross puts it into the Mother Earth. Emus throws to first in time. That's 3 down. No runs and a couple of hits and 2 left on. Grimmage at the plate now. He singled and later scored in his last time up.
You know, Gary, I think you're losing a little something here. I don't think this guy's nearly as solid defensively as the one he's replacing, so interesting move.
The pitch takes a swing at that 0-1 pitch, but the curve is in there for strike 2. This one's pretty well hit to deep left center. Bourne will field, and he meanders over to put it away. French at the plate. 0 for 4 in this one. First pitch on the way. Swung on line to right center field. That should be a base hit. He's trying for second. This one rolls through to the wall. So he legs out a triple here.
Well, he shoots this one out towards the wall, and he's thinking triple all the way. No hesitation running the bases. He cuts them perfectly. And with one out, let's see how they're going to pitch to the next guy.
It's Emas at the plate. Had an RBI single his last time to the plate.
Well, with this advantage right now, he's been a major contributor offensively and driving in runs, and then obviously
swung on, hit. This one to Hayward. 2 retired here. Here comes the runner for the plate. The run scores.
Just find a way to get the runner in whenever you can, and that's what this offense does. Good, solid approach in the bat right there.
And it's Buck batting. Here's the pitch. Not a cut on that inside pitch, but he misses. 0-1.
Well, a great pitch right there. Threw in that slider, hit her just out in front of it. Swung early, came up empty.
And this one's up the middle. Sutton throws on to first. Side is retired. They pick up a run on one hit. Nobody left. Leadoff hitter Martin Prado. 0 for 3 to this point. And he starts him out. Hit in the air to center field. It's down, a base hit.
Well, a good piece of hitting right there. And anytime you get your first hitter of the inning on base, it could set up the potential for a big inning.
And we've got Sutton now coming up. He sends this one in the air towards center. And that's through a base hit. Prado's heading for third. Good offensive chance here.
Gotta like the aggressiveness on the bases right there. He was thinking third base. All the way. As soon as he saw it go through the infield, he said, I'm going to third.
And we'll get to see Bobby Jenks pitching. They've decided it's time to bring a new arm into this one. Johnny looks at this Atlanta lineup. What does he see?
Well, Bobby Jenks is one of these big closers that come in the game, kind of like they were back in the 80s and the early 90s. A big guy that comes out and throws absolute gas. Easy, smooth motion that generates 98 to 100 mile an hour fastball. He's a strikeout pitcher, and he finishes games.
Pitch on the way. Swinging an easy ground ball to short. And he gathers this one. He's on board way ahead of that play. And they get that run in. Let's see what the RBI means for their win expectancy. Runner on for Michael Bourne. And for this offense right now, something to be positive about. They just don't want to take a good look at the scoreboard. And Francisco Cordero is the pitcher. He's been chosen to take over out there. Johnny looks at this Atlanta lineup. What does he see?
Well, reliability is what you get with Francisco Cordero. Here's a guy who's going to come in out of the bullpen, nothing fancy at all. Here's my fastball, mid to...
There's a swing and a liner, and that's going to be a base hit for Bourne. Andrus has one. And Freeman will come to the plate. He's had one hit 4 times up. And here's the first one. Oh, that's inside for a ball, 1-0.
Well, and that'll saw his batting, too, if he swings at that one.
Pauses, and now the 1-0. Oh! Swung on and fouled away. Foul fastball, now the count 1-2.
Fans are on their feet right now. They know 2 strikes on the hitter. They need to keep this thing going.
Swung on and missed, and this game's history.
And in this winning effort by the Miami Marlins today, good effort all around by the team.
And here we are at that moment where we're going to find an individual performance to recognize our player of the game.
Yeah, I mean, this guy came out and made this team look like world beaters today. Couple of hits, and he went big fly. All in all, it adds up to a nice day's work, and they come away on top.
When you take to the road, Steve, any win will do. But when you get this kind of offense,